I've been here nearly 20 years. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And lately, there's been a lot of ugly.
See ya.
A lot of ugly.
Nice to be
That's
with
the
you.
House Minority Leader John Boehner in a speech at the American Enterprise Institute in Washington, D.C. this afternoon.
Big tobacco. Yeah, big tobacco. It's wonderful. Good to see you, Congressman.
His mission? To persuade that conservative think tank and presumably the American people that if Republicans take back the House in this election, the institution will be safe in their hands.
Good to see you, Congressman.
In the Constitution, the House of Representatives is the first institution of the first branch of government, the body closest to the people. It's an awesome responsibility, and we should take pride in it, and we should be humbled by it. The House, more than any other part of our government, is the most direct voice of the people, and therefore should be avoided or afforded the most care in protecting its ability to protect the people's will.
The House should be afforded the most care because it is the very first branch of government.
How you been? Good to see you. How you been? Good to see you.
Branch of government.
For you.
And Mr. Boehner believes a very bad thing has happened to that branch of government.
How you been?
From the floor of the House to the committee level, the integrity of the House has been compromised.
The integrity of the House has been compromised. John Boehner saying he's going to fix that. He's going to restore that compromised integrity. He's going...
Tobacco built this.
I'm sorry. It's actually really hard to concentrate on what I'm saying with all that racket in here. What is going on over there?
I tell you what, don't forget to vote Big Tobacco. How you, Congresswoman? Great to see you.
It's 1995 John Boehner, the then number 4 leader among House Republicans. 1995 John Boehner handing out checks from the tobacco industry on the floor of the House while the House was in session.
A gift from Big Tobacco. Good to see you. Oh, I've seen you before, haven't I?
Seriously, he did that. He handed out tobacco lobbyist checks to Republican members of Congress on the floor of the House while the House was in session. It's not secret. He even admitted it to PBS.
Jury at the Gardner Stadium.
Finally asked me to give out a half a dozen checks quickly before we got to the end of the month, and I complied. And I did it on the House floor, which I regret, should not have done. It's not a violation of the House rules. But it's a practice that's gone on here for a long time that we're trying to stop, and I know that I'll never do it again.
Were the checks from tobacco companies?
I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think it was a tobacco check, yes.
That's the guy who took money from tobacco lobbyists and handed it out like candy to his peers while they were meant to be doing the people's business on the floor of the House. That is the guy who today staked his claim to be Speaker of the House on saying he will restore the integrity of that branch of government. They decided their message for this year's elections would be vote Republican because of John Boehner's integrity.
Let's get a smoke later, huh? Sounds great. I'll see you on the golf course.
I think we might try to keep 1995 John Boehner on staff here for a while.
I'd love to be
I think he might come in handy.
Congressman from Ohio again. Great to see you. Listen, don't spend it all in one place.